Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. It has been a hot minute since, well, maybe 2 days since I've done a video, so I thought that I would jump on to talk to you guys. There has been some interesting blog posts, to say the least, about the store consolidation. Now, on the surface, I am not. I think it's needed, but it's actually not. I think it's not being consolidated enough. But what they are removing is causing a lot of panic and concern in the community that we're going to have even less resources available, and especially for free to play players, less gold, less training probably not less training modules, but definitely less gold, and just less resources across the board in general. So that's of concern to me. So I want to talk about that today. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. Okay, so what has got people in a bit of a tizzy? Well, it's this blog post here, and I'm gonna skim most of it. I mean, maybe some of you haven't read it. The Envoys had put up a video last night about this, or last whenever. For me, it's in the evening. But I want to talk about this anyways. There's a few things I'm gonna skim through some of this. Right, this is the important stuff. Is this is happening on Monday? Okay. Now there's going to be a new chapter 3 sigil store. So this is going to be that's going to be, instead of antimatter, it's going to be sigils, starting on November the 3rd, which is a Monday, so a week and a half from now. But in terms of the actual changes to the supply store, or like the whole store tabs, that's basically going to happen. I just wanted to skim past to the date. So it's going to be on Monday, on October the 27th, which is pretty close, honestly. It's scheduled, of course, but they've been saying that we're going to do this for some time. They're finally actually going to do this. Now, basically, there's going to be a change to the store tabs: chapter store, main store, gear store, character shard store. So these three here were data mined, right? And I just want to make that very clear. You can see the pictures here. Let's zoom in a touch. You can see that these icons, these were data mined. I talked about this in a separate video. What I thought, though, was it was being consolidated just to these three. And it turns out that there's going to be the other ones still there, right? ISO, costumes, and elite store stuff. Now, I guess that this is the character shard store, right? So the green one is the character shards, the purple is gear, and the main store, which I get. That's the character shards. I don't know what's going to be. What's going to be in the main store, right? That's not in the gear and the character shard store, because right now, when you go into the main store, what's in there? Gear, character shards, and like random crap for cores that honestly should. Well, okay. I mean, maybe some of this is okay, but like for gold, maybe early on this is a buy, and actually this is a huge quality of life uptick that happened, I think, a little while ago. This is all gear, so why does there need to be a main store tab? I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, they're gonna make it easier and more simple to figure out characters. Now this part is good from a new player perspective, right? This stuff here, they're going to be separating characters by importance, or by age, I guess. And what I also mean by age is that I mean like how old they are. And so any reworked or new characters, that have been over the last 9 months are going to be under the Age of Annihilus tab, or I don't know whenever it started. Age of Xavier from last year, Age of Apocalypse 2 years ago, etc., etc. Which honestly will make it very easy for people to know what characters to invest in, right? Because you're going to want to start from Age of Annihilus. There might be some niche instances where you might need some Age of Xavier characters, but honestly, I think that a lot of new players can just start from this and move forward that way. Because, I haven't done new player videos in a while, but honestly, I think that people just need to concentrate on the newest stuff first, and, fuck most of those old stuff. And honestly, even teams like the Immortal X-Men, Uncanny Avengers, that raid team, is going to be out the window. I think Night Stalkers is going to be out the window pretty soon as well. So by and large, you could mostly focus on the characters that have been released this year in 2025. So I think there's maybe a few of those left in Age of Xavier. I don't know if Vigilantes is 100% in Annihilus or Xavier, because they were at the end, technically, or like before the Age of Annihilus started, so I'm not sure where they're going to land. But they're going to be making some changes to the they're getting rid of a lot of orbs, but namely they're getting rid of the arena. Where was that? They're getting rid of this here, the blitz orb and the raid orb and all of those gear orb. That's fine. They're getting rid of armory orbs as well. So these are things that you need to open up now. Make sure that you do that. And I guess the biggest controversy is the blitz orb. So they do contain quite a bit of gold. Sorry, I mean, I guess I was exaggerating on quite a bit of gold. But for those of us sitting on a lot of shop credits, this is a massive issue for new players. And I also don't spend them very frequently. Like, there's just nothing I need to buy, really. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to be burning all of it, but I'm going to be burning some of it. Because since shop credits have been introduced, for me anyways, I've not really seen a huge change in my overall shop credits. Maybe I'm not buying a lot of stuff. I just buy essentially what I use my shop credits are on our blitz, the war stuff. I don't even boost anymore. I don't know about my alliance watching this video, but I honestly do not boost in war. I don't think that the minor deflex makes a big difference. Half the time, a lot of characters spawn with all sorts of crazy buffs anyways, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference, in my opinion, for a minor deflect. But there you go. Maybe I'm playing war wrong because I don't really play it that much anyways. But I mostly buy the war energy refill. And then I guess I buy the L3 training modules. And I guess sometimes I look for now, what's his name? The Hood, who I don't have maxed out yet. And that's about it. Like, I'm not really buying anything else right now. So I don't really use my currency that much. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend, and I don't recommend other people do this if you're not like flush with this. That's a lot. I'm going to start with 10,000 blitz orbs. That's 14 million shop credits. I want to keep like 30 million. Now, the funny thing is that I have this bad feeling that maybe they'll like add something really good in here. But that's why I'm maintaining a certain amount, right? I'm not going to flush all of it. I'm maybe flush half of it just to see. So that's 10,000 blitz orbs and 14 million shop credits. And just, to recoup some of the gold. Hey, 45 million gold. That's great because I spent 130 million gold on that training, that leaderboard, right? We have the training leaderboard coming up tomorrow. So that's 45 million. I might do it again. Actually, I want to get myself down to about 30 million. That's where I'm comfortable with, I think. So maybe about 28 and a half. So I'm going to open another 10,000 orbs. And how much gold am I going to get from that? So 45 million plus another, honestly, it's pretty accurate. So I just benefited about 90 million gold. How much I flushed about 26 million shop credits. That being said, I'm at 28 million. I'm totally comfortable with that because like I rarely go up or down that much like right now. And so they're going to be exchanging. Now I'm plus 90 million. I'm honestly probably back at 2. Oh, hey, just reset me 2.4 million shop credits. So that's nice. Actually, maybe we'll do a little bit more. 2 million. Let's do 2.8. Another 2,000 orbs. And that gets me another 9 million gold. So, okay, what was that? I don't even know what I was up to. Is that 90 million? Almost 100 million gold that I just got back. Great. So now I'm back up to 557 million gold. That feels really good. Now, where are they going to be improving the shop credits? Now, before we get there, though, and just because I thought they were funny, I do want to point out a few of the top comments that were listed on the Reddit post that Pathfinder posted with regards to the blog. Top paramedic, a lot of words to say, slower progress. So, again, it's not, it is significant and it's not at the same time. It is still it's stuff that we had and it's stuff that we are no longer getting. And I guess that's the point. And I just don't like the idea of Scopely taking away, they've been taking away for a while, right? They said that training modules and gold are in a good place on the live stream, and a lot of people called bullshit on that one. They've been taking away showcases. We had less showcases to farm. They found, and now the blitz orbs, there's probably others as well. Other ways that they've been able to grab resources from us, but not actually inject them back into the economy. LOL. Hope you guys are planning on increasing the amount of gold given out then if you're taking away even more avenues of gold earning. And then we have this one, where's the gold? And then finally, let's back up a little bit. So you're reworking the store. Are you also addressing the severe lack of being able to earn shop credits without spending cores? They're going to give shop credits instead of blitz raid orbs. Not a bad thing for people. So basically, where you would have got these orbs, the blitz and the raid orbs, you'll get shop credits. How much, we don't know. I'm not going to assume it's going to be bountiful, but we'll have to see. And then I read it as being the raid orb we get once every 2 weeks from the raid season milestone. So that's where we're gonna get it, and the blitz orb from like the blitz milestones that happen a couple times a week, right? So that will give shop credits, but how much is really the big question, because there is not a lot of places to get this. And I have said this many times in various videos that there's no reason that we should not be getting them in every single area where we would have had this before. Arena credits, right? Why do we not have shop credits in here on your daily payout? Also, I need to do a little bit better on my arena. I've just been super lazy. It should be, we're going to be getting it in blitz, but where it should also be in is just your blitz battle, right? You should be able to get this. For people who want to grind out like 60 plus teams or however they're much now, let them do that. Give them a little bit of shop credits, give new players shop credits, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Like, nobody's going to care that much if there's 500 shop credits per blitz win. If you want to do massive rotations, be my guest. Maybe that's going to bring back auto clickers. I don't know. But, it's really insignificant and inconsequential for the vast majority of us for new players to have a better experience. Okay, that's blitz. And of course, it's a no-brainer that it should just be on your raid wins. It should just be on your raid attacks. Have I finished? I don't even think I finished my raids. So, I mean, it should be in here with the rewards for everything else, because we had raid credits before. I guess now that's been partially replaced by antimatter, things like that, right? You got like a fucking pittance of this, like 130. There should be raid credits in here. Or sorry, there should be shop credits in here, because there was raid credits in there before. So why that's not in there, I don't know. Every single game mode, Cosmic Crucible, War, all of this should give shop credits. I don't understand why they're dragging their feet on this. Honestly, it pisses me off because it's such an easy thing to do. And I watched a video, I think it was yesterday on Mobile Gamers channel, about how players are quitting due to no shop credits. And this is true. I am getting DMs like every other day about how the new player experience is so terrible, and how that they just don't feel that they're getting any good progress on the characters that they need, especially the ones that are farmable, that you kind of, from Vigilantes onwards, especially, right, from earlier on this year. So it's just really it's frustrating for me to see Scopely intentionally kind of kill their own game from the new player perspective, because this is such an easy thing that they can solve, but they just, for whatever reason, I don't know why they don't. um and I think that they would want more players in and not quitting, than maybe the ones that they're getting to spend money. You can't even buy shop credits, so that's the other crazy thing. It's not like you can buy characters, but you can't buy shop credits. So I just don't understand why they're making this so difficult for the vast majority of players, and that's why I'm having, I guess it's some, call it a mini rant, whatever. um but it's just such a weird thing, I think, going forward. And then the rest of the stuff, yes, I don't care that much, really. There's honestly a few things that are a little bit unclear as to these verses, and what's it up here, the verses adventure orb. I data mine this stuff as well. It's fine, it is what it is. But again, you're not getting gold in any of these, which is basically just a glorified PvP orb and a PvE orb here, and it's going to happen soon. Also, on the matter of antimatter, make sure you're spending this, because I still have 1.5 million. I don't really buy gear tier 20 minis anymore, and I'm starting to wonder, like, should I buy? These are cheap, by the way. Like, maybe going into gear tier 21, you're gonna need a lot of these uniques. So I'm just wondering whether or not I should, like, make sure I have up to 200 on every unique, just in case, because a brand new character in gear 21 era would be like 60 crimson uniques, and so that's why I'm just a bit worried. Screw this, man. But as far as far as the other stuff goes, I don't know. Maybe I should just buy up the hell. No, I am not buying up any more Hellfire Club, but I am buying up Insidious 6, because these are characters that I'm going to be taking into Blue Marvels. So having higher star ranks for them, maybe even 7 yellow, would be amazing by the time that happens. So that's really all I'm doing with my antimatter. Let me know what your thoughts are with the change. There's not a lot going on in Marvel Strike Force. I know Battle World's going on right now. It's so, right? And I'm just going to end here that I did not do a full video on Zone 2, and I probably won't for Zone 3, where I've obviously had some problems. I don't have my Brimstone. So maybe next time that it comes around, I will have the Brimstone characters unlocked, and I can do this node. And then there was some troubles people had with Sentry City Node 4, with Hellfire Club. I think it was mostly this Kahori here that was like one-shotting people. So this is doable. I did do it with the full Hellfire Club, so do keep that in mind. I also, this Soulfire mod apparently is not working properly. We spent a lot of time in my Discord talking about this one. They don't do that. It's not losing. It's a drain. It's a redistribution. So it's kind of like the soul how it was in Danger Room. But anyways, we had a bit of a discussion over the Soulfire mod. Otherwise, I don't expect it to be that. What I'm curious about is where we're going to land at the end of this, at the end of the week, in terms of our VPs. Let me know where you're at. I know that not everyone here in my alliance has. Holy shit, that's bad. Okay, we have a couple of people that are really dragging us. I know some people haven't done. Where am I? So everyone should be like. I hope that they're going to do this. I'm going to, you know what? They've been caught on camera here, especially these two. This is a big problem, actually. And I hope that doesn't end up killing us in the end for our points, because for the VP, you need 5 million just to get the 5 shards for the weekly VP. And so I guess a lot of this is going to come out of the null battle, out of the Sentry boss battle, right? So there's only one more zone. Maybe we'll get up to 3 million or just under 3 million. And then that's it, right? The rest of it comes out of Sentry. Are we really going to get 10 million from Sentry battles, from the VP from the battles? I don't know. I think it's 1 million per kill. I don't know if we'll actually get that far, which means I don't know if we'll actually unlock them in 2 months. Interesting. Anyways, that'll be for another video. So yeah, good luck and have fun on the rest of Sentry City, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. Oh. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.